Hi everybody, welcome to Whole Homemaking. I'm Fallon. Today we are going to talk about cloth diapers versus disposable diapers, the pros and cons, my experience so far, and I'll show you my simple cloth diaper setup. The first pro that I have seen of cloth diapers is that they are really economical. I was shocked at just how cheap you can cloth diaper, because I think you go online, you go on Pinterest or YouTube and you see this whole world of cloth diapering, and you need the splash guard and the pail and the bags. And so I just tried it without doing a lot of that, and it actually turned out really well. It's just very easy. I got these cloth diapers, there we go, Kawaii Baby, and I got 12 covers, pocket diapers, for $25 on Facebook Marketplace. There's tons of diapers on Facebook Marketplace. You want to look for ones that have an elastic still intact. That's an important part. You can replace it if you're good at sewing. I didn't want to do that. And then I was given by an amazing organization called Cloth for a Cause New Brunswick, which is where I'm from. They gave me inserts to put into the cloth diapers. So I think I have about 20 of those, so more than I actually need. And I got one roll of liners to go inside the cloth diapers. My total startup cost was less than $40. I haven't bought anything else. I did buy a pail, so maybe $43 from Canadian Tire. And that's it. And when you consider that cost against the cost of even just one box of regular diapers, which is where I am, $50 for a box of diapers, it's unbelievable how much money you can save. So that is a huge pro. The second big pro that I did not see coming about cloth diapers is the satisfaction value. And one of the things that I love is actually washing the diapers, hanging them out. We have a clothesline, but I'll hang them inside as well. And it just gives me great satisfaction and actually reduces my anxiety knowing that if my child needs diapers, I don't ever have to run to the store and spend $50 just to buy diapers. They're right there. And I like seeing them, and I like folding them up and putting them back into the drawer. So I'll show you that as well. In that vein as well, I would also say a lot of people argue that disposable diapers are more convenient, but I would say that in some ways actually cloth diapers are more convenient, because you don't have to run to the store to get diapers and constantly be replacing them or checking on how many there are. They're just there. Another pro for cloth diapers is that they're far better for your baby's skin. This is like a plasticky material, and there's really a limit to how much it can breathe. Instead of this, which is a really nice cloth material, I have a few liners that are bamboo and cotton, and then some that are just cotton. And so I use both. And I've really noticed a difference in my daughter's skin and how much diaper rash she gets, aka not very much, because I'm using these. The last huge pro that I have seen for cloth diapers is that they're adaptable. Not all cloth diapers are like this, but these are the kind that I got, and I got them on purpose. So you can see here, they've got about a jillion buttons. And so you can actually fold them up and make them shorter so that they fit smaller babies. I would say we actually didn't cloth diaper when she was a newborn because we were new parents and we were overwhelmed by everything anyway. And I think that when the baby is a newborn, there's already enough going on. I think probably for our subsequent babies, we will just use disposables in those first month or two. But then I would definitely like to go to these again, which is you can make them shorter, you can bring them in tighter depending on how many buttons you use. And I really love that feature that basically this is gonna fit her until she's out of diapers. I think that's super cool. Don't have to worry about sizes and all that. You can get cloth diapers with different sizes, but I prefer these. So the cons of cloth diapers. I talk about this on my channel a lot, but this is the time versus money and convenience factor. They are, to put on a disposable diaper is easier right now. I would say it's easier in the moment when you've, maybe got a squirming kid, or instead of having to put something inside of these in the pocket or something like that. But I would say that the flip side of that, we live in an apartment, we live on the 3rd floor, and we have to get rid of these at some point. You know, we have to throw them out. And so that has become kind of an issue for us, actually. Diapers are smelly, and where can we put them in our small apartment that they're not going to smell until garbage day? It's the winter right now, so we can stick them on the deck in a bag and they freeze, which actually works pretty well. But then eventually it's going to be summer and we can't do that because we like to sit on the deck. So it's just kind of an issue. Mary picked the loudest toy possible to play with right now. So it does take some time to use these. You have to wash them, you have to stuff them, have to get them ready, have to dry them, etc. But at the end of the day, you don't have to deal with the pile of smelly diapers that sit there until garbage day. That's an important note. Of course, the con is the squeamish factor, dealing with poop. It's a very gritty thing to do. So I got this roll of diaper liners. These are disposable in themselves. And you just take one off and it goes right inside the cloth diaper. I found these incredibly helpful for cutting down on how much poop I have to deal with on a daily basis. They don't catch everything, but they catch the majority of it, and that can go right into the toilet and be flushed. So that is a really good hack for the squeamish side if you're not a big fan of dealing with poop. So for disposable diapers, the pros they're really the only pros that I could think of was for on the go and for overnight. We do use disposable diapers for when we're out and about and for longer times when my daughter is sleeping overnight. And that just makes things a little bit easier, cuts down on leaks. Cloth diapers will leak a little bit more easily. I find that if they're on properly and they fit properly, they're not too tight and not too loose. They really don't as much as I expected, but they will leak a little bit more. So those longer times, or if you don't want to deal with cloth diapers out and about, that can be a really big pro for disposable diapers. The cons for disposable diapers, briefly, they are extremely expensive. You can easily count on over $100 a month for diapers if you're just using these, which is really crazy. If you have a newborn, it would be more because they go through more diapers. They are not great for baby skin, as I've said. They have a synthetic fragrance in them. I can smell it. And as I said, just the fact of getting rid of them as babies get older, the diapers get smellier. And so that is something you just have to deal with on a daily basis. We have a baby here I think might be ready for her nap, but then I will show you our cloth diaper setup, how we're set up in an apartment. Okay, this is how I store my cloth diapers. I've got them all folded in here. They're all pre-stuffed with their liners so that I don't have to do that every single time I have a baby that needs a diaper change. And then I have my roll of liners here and I can just pull one off and grab one. Got a few cloth diapers for overnights. Mary wanted to show everyone this teddy bear. So to clean our diapers, we have a little cozy corner here. I have my diaper pad and my wipes. I put her down and I change her here. If it's just a pee diaper, I just take out the liner and then that goes into the two separate things go into our bucket. And I'll show you what we do if it's poopy. Here we are in my favorite place. And I have my diaper. I have the liner on it. So what I do when I need to clean the diaper, open up the toilet, take off the liner, solids go right in, it can be flushed, so that's super easy. And then I take out the inner part and that goes into the bucket, right into the bucket. It doesn't have any direct solids on it, so it doesn't need to be rinsed off. And then I have my special poop spatula specifically for this purpose. And so I use that and I scrape off any solids right in there. And then if I have my gloves on this whole time, but I have a pair of rubber gloves specifically for this purpose. And then if there's any parts left, I actually just put it in the toilet and swish it around and kind of get all the solids off. And then that goes into the bucket too. When I wash my cloth diapers, I do 2 cycles. The first one is cold and I use liquid detergent because if you use a powder detergent in cold water, it doesn't clean as well. So I only use about a tablespoon, that's how much I use. Second one is hot and I do use a homemade powder detergent in the hot water will make sure that all the flakes dissolve and that it's more efficient. So what I usually do, I have my fancy Canadian Tire bucket. I'm just gonna dump everything right in. And then we're gonna do small, cold on a regular cycle. And I will set a timer for myself for 45 minutes because I always forget to come back, and we'll do a hot cycle. I did the cold cycle and now we're going to do hot, and I am going to take 1 tablespoon, this is my detergent spoon, goes in there, and then I realized it had been a few days since I washed these diapers, so they had a little more smell to them than usual. So to kick up the deodorizing and cleaning, I'm going to put in just a little bit of washing soda. So that was, I guess, about another tablespoon's worth, and that's just because these ones hadn't been washed in a few days, I realized. So small wash, because I'm only doing a few, on hot, regular cycle, and be back in 45 minutes again. So I'm gonna separate these. I'm gonna put the inside parts into the dryer until they're dry. I'm gonna hang dry these. I sometimes put them all in the dryer, sometimes hang them all, but these have elastics in them. They will last longer if they don't go in the dryer. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Please leave me some comments and questions down below and we can talk about cloth diapers, and let me know what your experience has been, your pros and cons. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.